Hi, and welcome to Season 8 of the 15-ish Minute Coffee Chat with Anna Larson and Selena Conmack. Together with their rotating panel of expert guests, these real-life boss babes share lessons learned and best practices you can use to level up your business. Anna is the owner of Nomadabout and is known for blending killer copy with proven marketing methods to create exciting business communications. Selena owns Howley Socially Inspired, and from layout to launch, her sleek website design and trending social media strategies provide a memorable customer experience with a taste of that famous Aloha spirit. Now it's time to laugh and be inspired, so grab a cup of coffee and enjoy the show.
Hey guys, welcome to Season 8. Did you know you can be fined for not having a privacy policy on your website? Keek! Join us to chat with our guest, Maureen, Vincenty. Get legally savvy about website privacy policies, what you need to know, and how you can protect your business online during today's 15-ish minute coffee chat. Hey, Anna, how are you?
I'm good. How is everybody? Welcome to Season 8. Can you believe it's our start of our brand new season?
I know, it's crazy. It's like I keep thinking, like, how did we get here? Like, I mean, I know how we got here, but it's just, I don't know. I'm excited. And I have to say too, right? I had asked Anna, like, on our little hiatus, I said, do you still want to do this? Not me saying I didn't want to do it. And Anna was like, yes, I want to do this. This is like one of the things I love to do. So
Absolutely.
we love chatting with each other. So why not just chat with everybody?
We do. And honestly, we get so many good business practice tips and we get so many good resources, and we love sharing them with every entrepreneur that's out there that just can access them and needs them just like we do, right?
Yeah. No. Yeah, absolutely. I know we have a great guest on today. I am excited. So Anna, tell everybody what our call to action question is that we want to ask on the podcast when it gets on, and here today live and for the replay. Oh, did you hear me? Yeah, you're back.
my everything started circulating. I'm so sorry.
No. Okay, we're talking about the call to action question. Let's throw it in for everybody and say, what are you asking them that we want them to answer?
Yeah, well, the big question is this. Did you know that you can be fined for not having a privacy policy on your website? I can't tell you how many small business entrepreneurs, kind of DIY their website and forget this very important part of it. And until just recently, well, I would say in the last year or so-ish, I did not know this. I did not know you could get fined. And so I'm super excited for today's guest because she's first of all, she's one of the smartest people I've ever met. And
I know. You went lying. I wanted to say that she was one of the smartest people. And no offense to the other smart people that I know in my life, but I want to say hands down, Maureen, I think is the smartest person I know.
Yeah, probably the smartest person I know. Pretty darn close to it.
I know. Okay, wait. We can go on and on. And I guess we should, we're not here about us. We're here because we want to bring the smartest person around. You know what I mean? So let's do, hi Anna.
Hi, everyone.
It's been a bit, guys. It's been a couple of weeks. So Anna, why don't you go ahead and read Maureen's bio and then we'll go ahead and bring her in.
Okay. So prior to Maureen's obsession with all things legal, she was a NASA scientist. Thus the smartest person we know, right?
Yes.
Then she turned health and leadership coach. Research was not only her job, it's an ongoing passion, regardless of the topic. Basically, Maureen is a big nerd. Why is that important? Because she figured out all that she needed to do as coaches and entrepreneurs, whether we're just starting out or whether your business is thriving, while saving tens of thousands in contract and legal fees in the process. So she encourages everyone listening to today to leave the boring, geeky stuff to Maureen so you can do what you love doing most, which is growing your business and making a difference for your clients.
Yeah. Okay. Can I just say this, right? I'm not going to age myself, but I mean, I listen to New Kids on the Block and Bobby Brown, Your Prerogative. At that time, right, when you think of the word nerd, you think glasses with the thing around the middle, you know what I mean? Pimples and right. But now what I love is the word nerd does not mean that. It's the smarts they have, and they can look and be anyone. I mean, right? Would you look at Maureen and go, she's such a nerd and like the smartest person in the room. She's amazingly gorgeous and fantastic. And I don't know, but look, you guys, this is a nerd I want to know. I want to know all nerds. Let's just say that straight. But
yeah, we're excited to bring her on so you can meet her. Are we ready?
Yes, let's bring her on.
All right.
No worries, Maureen. We just like gushed about you and like you guys, this is the nerd. Meet the smartest person on our live stream today.
Yes.
Hi, Maureen. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Wow, I hope I don't mess any of my words up. It's a tall order to live up to. And it's so funny, these are my blue light glasses.
I love
but
it.
They actually make me look a little bit smarter and nerdier than outward appearance.
No, you don't even need it.
They
you
just
don't.
prevent my eyes from not feeling like they're bleeding after being on Zoom all day.
Oh my gosh. Maureen, we're so excited. Thank you for coming on, and thanks for kind of just being part of the show and starting off season 8 for us. And I think this is like the perfect topic to start off the show.
I think so too. You know what I love? Here's what I love about you, Maureen. You really have a passion for a lot of different things, and you've managed to take what you love doing, which is research, right? And just throwing yourself into these different areas, making yourself kind of like a subject matter expert in so many different little things. And so today's topic is one that I know a lot of entrepreneurs are very nervous about, right? Like, first of all, they don't have a ton of money to spend. It's not like we got millions to spend on retainers on lawyer fees, right? To make sure we're 100% protected. So I'm super excited about this conversation because I feel like it's going to give those small business owners, those entrepreneurs that don't know where to turn or what to do, like just some very basic, like starter information, a foundation they need to feel confident in moving forward. That's what I'm really excited about today.
But I am too. Well, let's take our coffee cup selfie first before we get into the questions with Maureen.
I'm all excited about it and start chatting. And next thing you know, coffee cup selfie. All right.
All right. Oh, wait, there.
Wait, I got
darn. Maybe put it in front of you.
Style. It's not working.
There he goes. There.
Oh, slay all day, you guys. Okay, there we go.
It's the same.
That is hysterical.
Yeah, all the ones in my cabinet are white. This is the only blue one.
So did you guys like get together and not send me a memo? Like, how did I, whatever.
I did.
This says something. I'm a little sad.
I didn't, but I do love her slay all day cup. That's
I
so
do too.
great.
Yeah, no, I do too. All right, let's dive in. Let's get into the first question. And we're gonna do it. We're gonna get things done.
Yeah. Okay. So Maureen, our first question today is, why are privacy policies required on websites? Give us some information.
Yeah, that's a good question. If you did not know that, don't freak out or feel bad. I had my own business as a health coach before starting my legal consulting business for 6 years. And I had so many opt-in landing pages, websites. I didn't learn any of this stuff.
Right.
Until a couple of years ago. So don't freak out, but they're legally required in many different. Virginia or DC requires one. California requires one. Colorado requires one. And then Europe requires one. I won't get into all the details about the different codes and names of the laws. You might be saying, oh, well, great. I don't live in any of those places. It doesn't matter where you live. It matters where someone lives that can access your website. So thank you to the World Wide Web. Pretty much if you have any domain name, anyone in the world with internet connection can stumble upon your site. And therefore you are required by law to have that if they are able to enter any information. So it's finable minimum by $2,500 per person who clicks and enters information. It can be $7,500 a person if that's a minor. And it just multiplies exponentially from there.
Okay, so those are huge numbers. I mean, that puts fear into an entrepreneur heart, right? $2,500 per person, $7,500 if it's a minor.
Right.
If they're putting information in, it's not like we have control over this, right? We can't be like, stop, you know?
Right.
Don't do this.
And it's not just, so like, for example, the only time one wouldn't be required is if it's like a static landing page. You know, so if your church pops up like a landing page that just says, you know, bake sale, 3:00 Sunday, here's the address, just an informational page. You don't need one.
Okay.
But anytime there's any opportunity to interact, like comment on a blog, maybe you have educational content, click here, contact us, enter your email, subscribe. That's a huge one. And I know a lot of people think they're covered. I used to think that too. I had, one of the built-in pops up from Lead Pages or something to collect emails, to download my 10 tips to losing weight lead magnet, whatever. And it says like just the little subscript, like, don't worry, we won't spam you. That doesn't suffice for the privacy policy laws. So yeah, that's when it's, or even if it's like a click to book a Calendly link or get in touch with us. The problem is when you start to put people to external websites, you then have to rely on, okay, well, does Calendly then, where they're entering information, have a privacy policy? It does. A lot of these bigger platforms do, but the way to just guarantee if you're redirecting anyone and collecting information, just have a privacy policy on the bottom of your site. Super easy, up there, peace of mind. Don't have to worry about it. Go make an impact. Go build your empire. Don't get sued.
Okay, so little sub question here. I mean, we talked about this a little bit before, but I loved it the way you put this. You said it's not like there's the privacy policy police guy that's out there scouring websites, searching for a site without a policy on it. So what is the process? Like what happens? Like what is it when you're caught without a privacy policy?
Yeah. So one of the attorneys described it to me. He said, look, it's kind of like driving with no car insurance. So you're not really going to get caught unless you're on the radar doing something else. So let's just say worst case scenario, you have a disgruntled former client or business partner, and they want to come after you. They want to sue you, right? So now your company, your website, everything is under investigation. This is when they're just going to go after you for whatever they want to go after you for. They're going to nickel and dime you. They're going to tear apart the structure. They're going to look at testimonials on the website. They're going to interview those people. Those people really say that. That's why I also recommend getting testimonial releases signed when you collect them, just to CYA, save in a file for a rainy day. And they'll go after terms and conditions on the bottom, disclaimer, just so many other things. And that's where they can nail you. So again, it's not to say that you're going to get fined if you don't have it. It's just those are the minimum fines and then the potential. And the scary thing is, let's say someone were to sue you and they don't really have a leg to stand on, so they might drop that lawsuit, but now the privacy policy thing's on the radar and you still could get fined for that once the government finds out, because it's a money thing for them. And they're put in place for a reason, to protect minors, disability. So the concept of why they were put in place is very important, because there's so much spam out there. We want to make sure that people's privacy and our rights are protected as consumers. So even though you may not have any bad intention with using the information, we still have to apply, our businesses and our policies and stuff to the law. And so the scary thing is I think about the summit that I did when I was a health coach, the Health Reboot series, right? Had an opt-in page, hired a VA, just assumed they knew. And I collected 3,000 emails. So 3,000 times 2,500 should, like, worst case scenario,
Right.
happen to people, right? And we, this isn't going to happen to me. It happens. It happens. So may as well just do something really easy and simple.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about it, because worst case scenario, if it were to happen to you, you're shut down before you even really get a chance to start your business. I don't even know what the math is on that.
I don't know. That is a lot. That is a lot.
Yeah, 75,000, right? Yeah.
Yeah. That's 750,000. How many zeros do we have in here?
I don't know. It's a lot of money, and there you go.
Yeah, I think this is a lot to consider, right? We see it, we're like, I'll get to it last. I mean, yes. And I think, my question is, my sub question, that's not part of our 2-question series that we submitted to Maureen, is, it can be overwhelming, right? When you look at that privacy policy, because a lot of websites will give a default, like, hey, you have to have one. fill out the appropriate information that's not auto-generated from when you enter in your business name of the site, all this stuff, right? But you're still not sure if you've done it correctly, right? And so then that's what pauses people, like, okay, I'm not going to publish the page yet, but I'm going to go live, like you said. And I think it's important to note, right? Just know the ramifications, right? When you decide to publish your website without that privacy policy.
That there is the potential. Potential.
The
And that's
potential.
really, and as an entrepreneur, as a small business owner, well, as any business owner, really, why would you want to put yourself in a position where that's even an option?
Yeah.
Because you never know, like you said, a disgruntled client, a disgruntled contractor or employee, a business partner,
a competitor even.
I mean, Selena, you better watch out. No,
I know. And I know our friendship is very, it's very rocky at times, you know?
Right.
So,
yeah. And there's so many generators out there. Like I know you said, well, which one?
Yeah.
I have templates. People reach out to me. I can give them, or links to websites where it will know exactly what you need. You can pop in, type of business, this, whatever. And then you just want to make sure you have an attorney review it. I always tell people part A, template's great. And I have access. I can give people referrals to attorneys in every state to pass the bar if you want to reach out. So use a template, make sure you have an attorney review it so that all your T's are crossed, I's are dotted, and then we just get it up on your site. It can be really, really, really simple.
You're the kind of person I needed like a long time ago, Maureen. All right. Anna, should we jump into the second question?
Yeah,
I
do. So the second question that we had for Maureen was, what's the difference between your privacy policy and your terms and conditions? And I would even throw in there, if you could add in a third thing about disclaimers and kind of those three things and how they work and function together on your website and on your legal documents, that would be super great.
Yeah, no, that's a great question. It definitely can be confusing. And so I just encourage everyone to kind of be curious today and have fun as you're out on the internet doing what you normally do. And you're on a website, start going down to the bottom to see what's in the footnotes there. So you'll know if it's like a big corporation that, you know, is a big business, whatever, they know all these things. They should, you know, so they'll have their legal documentation, and you'll see combinations. You'll see privacy policy, terms and conditions, disclaimers all separate sometimes combined. Sometimes the terms and conditions, if you open that up, it will have the privacy policy section in there. So there's a bunch of different ways that you can do it. But here are the differences. One, privacy policies are legally required. Terms and conditions and disclaimers are not. They're a great idea to have, though, because they're just protecting you on a different level. So, and again, you can have it all in one footnote. You can have them separate. Terms and conditions are basically kind of the ground rules for your website. So that's kind of where you're going to have the opportunity to protect any intellectual property you might have on there. If you're a vlogger, if you're a blogger, kind of lay the ground rules for the site. If you're selling anything online, you have a Shopify, eCart, Etsy, that's where you can talk about your refund policies, payments, things like that. Disclaimers are really, really, really important to have if you are in some sort of educational platform. So if you're a coach, if you're a health coach, if you're a spiritual coach, if you're a financial advisor, if you're putting out anything on your website that gives suggestions or tips to people, sleep 8 hours to reduce anxiety, or follow these best practices for social media outreach and generate $10,000 a month, right? These are bold statements, and they're definitely things that you're probably wanting to show are possible for your ideal audience. But you want to make sure that you're saying in your disclaimer, just like, this is my disclaimer right now, I am not an attorney, okay? This is for educational purposes only, to empower you and inspire you and to protect your empire. And you still get to have a qualified attorney in your state. Make sure that you are legally compliant, okay? So, or the pharmaceutical commercials at the end where they say, take Viagra, by the way, may cause instant sudden death, heart failure, stroke, whatever. That's the disclaimer. They want to make sure if you die, you can't sue them for taking the pill. That scenario, but you want to have those at the bottom saying there's no guarantee. You don't want someone to sue you saying, hey, you said if I do this, I'm going to make $10,000 a month, because it happens. People are crazy.
Yeah. No, that a comment just came in, and Anna, a comment just came in that it kind of goes in this line that like you should pop up. It's like exactly right. I know, but I suggest this at the end of podcast episodes too. Say something like everything in this podcast is property of, or you know what I mean? Me and Anna are just two gals chatting, you know.
Yeah.
We are not experts in the field of whatever we thought we the pencil making, or you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
and it's not to be like what do you call it, paranoid, but I think it's just that just remember in business to protect ourselves at all times, right? And just like think of those little things, because I don't think we do. Hey friends,
I know, my friend.
yeah.
I think, I mean, I like this comment by John, right? The depth of the topic and how critical it is. And I think that's really like what we wanted to bring Maureen on for, is because until I spoke with Maureen last week previously, when we were prepping kind of for this conversation, I don't think I realized the depth and how critical it is to cover yourself in so many different little things. Like, I mean, I have a lot of things out there, and over the past week I've been going through going, okay, there's one for my list of things that I'm going to have to like look into. Here's another. Now, don't anybody go out there and start being my privacy policy police, please. I'm making myself very vulnerable right now in this moment. The intention, though, is to get this sorted over the next month, because I do see how critical this is as a small business owner, to just have one less worry on my plate, knowing I'm covered legally with anything I'm saying or doing, you know, under certain parameters, of course.
Yeah.
And it's really important though to know that you are 90% of what we all do. I was too. You know, and it's because we're coaches, we're entrepreneurs, we're solopreneurs, and so we're kind of going about it on our own from the beginning. We have this vision, we have this idea, you know, and so like we don't know what we don't know.
Yeah.
You know, like bigger corporations and businesses, they never do anything without running it by their legal team, which is, guess what? All in-house counsel on retainer.
Yeah.
Start off as a coach, a solopreneur, a small business owner with access like that, you know? So it's like, it's just not taught. And so that's why this is so important, that we just get the education out there and help people realize, hey, I'm here to support people with helping them know what they need to know that they don't even know they need to know. And then connecting them with really cost-effective resources. It doesn't have to be this thing where we all think, oh, I'll deal with the legal when I'm big enough, or when I'm making six figures. It's like, it gets to be now. And it's a lot easier than we think. You know?
Yeah. Gosh. So yes. And yes.
And it gets to be fun. Yay.
Right. No, yes, Facebook user. Yeah. I learned when we met with Maureen last week, I was like, oh, that's something I hadn't thought of. Or if that's something that I, you know, it wasn't something that was kind of like in my radar as far as like the severity of it. You know what I mean? Like there was possibly a naivety of like, oh, bad girl, Selena, now go put it on. Like that's what it was. And it's definitely not like that. You know, it can financially like throw you for a loop financially.
Yeah. Well, and I think the idea here too is that we do think, oh, we're just small, nobody's going to care.
Yeah.
But if there is that one person that does, the ramifications financially for you and your business are enormous. Like it's not a little slap on the wrist. It's potentially you're closing your business down. And if you're a sole proprietor and not properly covered, you're losing your home.
Yeah.
You know, and all of your property and possessions that are in your name now because of this situation that you found yourself in. And so it is super important to make sure that you are thinking long term. And unfortunately, worst case scenario has to come into play here at some point. So, okay. So Maureen, we want to tell people how they can connect with you.
Yeah.
And I want to get to like our toolkit, because I'm excited about the toolkit and kind of what, like, it's like that foundational next step, right?
Yeah. So Maureen, tell people. Oh, I'm all like, tell people how do you want them to find you for right now?
Yeah, right now, because I'm I'm so excited to be launching all these new things. So I'm like in between domains, all the stuff, which by the way, there's been privacy policies, terms and conditions, and disclaimers reviewed by attorneys right now to be popped up there in 2 weeks when it goes live.
Right.
So I do practice what I preach. But yeah, right now I would just say the easiest way is just texting. Or emailing. So hello@legallysmart.com. So that's the name of my legal coaching business is Legally Smart. And then my phone number. So just drop in, email me, subject line help.
Yeah.
Me. And I'll reach out. Yeah.
No, I think this is fantastic because I mean, there was just a lot of questions. And I think when you are starting out, it's so nice to actually have somebody to talk to about it that really understands the scope of why a privacy policy is like important, you know, because we think about all the other pages on a website. We don't necessarily think about that. So it's just nice to have somebody to discuss with.
Yeah. And I have all the templates for everything. So you guys don't have to search them, spend money, you know. So just let me know. We'll have a quick little chat. I'll email you the templates that you need. And then if you need an attorney, I can connect you with a good cost-effective one in your area. So happy to help.
Yay.
Yeah. I just want to throw out there too that Maureen is the very first guest we've had on that's thrown her phone number out.
Yeah.
Just any random to just message her.
Yeah.
So like she is totally willing and ready for your connection. Yeah. So I hope you guys reach out and talk to her. But let's move to the toolkit where we get to tell them kind of like why they're going to want to reach out to Maureen, what she has that's coming up, because I'm really excited about this next little step.
Yeah, I am too. Oh, okay, wait. Sorry, we're here.
I've had the same phone number too since I was 17, so like for 21 years.
I mean,
whatever.
Look, so you're in there with her parents, with her, you know, family and friends. You got the number. I'm just gonna go. Wait, back there. There it is. 3. Okay, for those listening to the podcast, we will make sure to put this in the podcast descriptions. Unless Maureen's like, nah, maybe not the number, but definitely my email. So, but, you know, watch the live on the YouTube that's attached to our podcast and you will see the slide that has her number. I don't want to say it out in the universe because I just kind of feel like that's asking.
You just get blocked. It's really
There, you're so smart. All right. Okay. This is the toolkit. Anna was just discussing that. We are very excited about that's. We're going to let Maureen talk about it. But Maureen, tell everybody why they need this.
Yeah. So basically, so you guys are probably like, I don't get it. So you're not an attorney, but you're talking about legal. I don't understand. Great question. So I have Legally Smart, which I founded the last couple of years, which is basically my whole goal is to serve tens of thousands of coaches and entrepreneurs. It's not dependent on me, right? Or anything. It's just an educational platform that I'm creating that can be scaled and built and train other people to do the educational part of it, right? So think of Legally Smart as the team of health coaches to the doctor, as legal coaches to the attorneys, right? So you're never going to go see the endocrinologist if you don't even know you need to go see them. But now when you go see them, you know exactly why, you're in and out, spending less money, you know exactly which lab reports to bring. So it's all the education, support, and empowerment. And so the office portal, the Legally Smart Office membership portal, which is being rebuilt right now in Kajabi, which will be launched this month, it's just videos. You log in, videos of how to have legally smart websites, events, retreats, whatever it may be for your business. All the templates that you're going to need are right there. So you can pull them out, you know exactly what to have at different stages in your business. We'll do membership only workshops. I did one last week. It was Website Wednesdays. You know, next week is coffee and contracts, whether it's one-on-one coaching. So all this stuff. So it's really just to make it simple, easy, affordable, fun, like get it. No one wants to do this stuff. It's a lot more fun to make slides in Canva and have things pretty. And if you want to make your content pretty with your logos, you can, but it still needs to be legally sound, right?
Yeah, I know. So I used to you guys, you need this. This is right here. I mean, so yes, bookmarker.
Just the template. I'm just going to say this, if you've ever gone searching for a template or contract document online, you know how valuable this is already. Yeah. Right. Because what you can find online for free is pretty sketchy and you have no clue if it's covering what you need it to cover. So just those document templates right there are like a huge bonus. But then to also have that legal, that advice and the conversations and the workshops, the Q&A stuff, being able to ask the questions out there and have someone on your team. I mean, she's like a new team member, it feels like, right? I love this membership platform. I think it's fantastic.
I know. I'm excited. I'm excited for its launch. I'm excited for my just relationship with Maureen, period. You know what I mean? So
right.
I know. I'm telling you. Thank you. I need some cool shades. What are you talking about? These are not cool. What are you saying? No, gosh, I could keep talking to you, but I mean, you guys just not going to see my continued conversation with Maureen, but, all right. We're into the tip jar of our show. We're nearing the end. I'll let you share what Caitlin has with us for us.
Yeah, so Caitlin recommends Caitlin Eldridge CPA. She's our resident CPA that provides a financial tip at the end of every show. And we thank you, Caitlin, for your support of the 15-ish minute coffee chat. Yeah. But Caitlin recommends to have a personal emergency savings account. You do not want to drain your business account to support yourself or vice versa. So 3 to 6 months of income or expenses in that account. We talk a lot about personal savings, 3 to 6 months. You need one for your business as well. So make sure that you put that in your 2022 budgeting plan.
Right. So smart. So smart. All right. Okay.
Okay. So before we move on to what's happening next, I want to pull this comment up.
Yeah.
This is Paul. Selena, put yourself back up there. Paul is Selena's spouse, and he is currently deployed, and he popped on to say congratulations on starting season 8. So I just want to send some big heart love that direction. Paul, we're so glad you're here with us. Your wife's getting all sorts of little feels right now.
I know. I love my husband and miss him dearly. So hurry up and get home, babe.
Right. Okay, so for everybody that's listening as we close out, upcoming in next week, March 8th, 2022, we have Annette Wittenberger, A Wild Ride Called Life. We're going to be talking about mental health in the workplace and kind of her specialty, which is just having the conversation and making mental health issues more mainstream so that we entrepreneurs and business owners that have that struggle are able to have a conversation and not feel weird about it, right? So we're excited to have Annette on. She's amazing. Yeah. She's got this fabulous podcast and all sorts of things.
Yeah, we love her.
Yeah, as always, you can find us at annaandselena.com, on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, or your favorite podcast platform with the 15-ish minute coffee chat.
Yay. All right, Maureen. As I have this like thing down my face, like it's like a part of a design. We are so great. Thank you so much for today. There was so much great information that you've provided. And I just know people will reach out to you. So we'll make sure to throw your email in the comments in the Facebook group that we belong with, that I know a lot of entrepreneurs that are mill spouses will definitely find value in. So
absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Again, you guys, there's definitely nobody there, but Sisley, smartest one in the room for me, like in my, don't tell my mom that, because I think she thinks she's pretty smart. She's my mom, but we're just so grateful, Maureen. Thank you so much for just bringing all your wealth and knowledge, you know what I mean, to the show.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. Yeah. And you're fun to work with, which is one of the reasons why I'm so excited. Like, she's fun. Like, she's the most fun lawyerish type person I've ever met. And notice I'm lawyer-ish. She's not a lawyer. Disclaimer, right?
Yeah. She is, like she says, she loves to research. It is in her DNA. And so she's like done all the things that we don't have the bandwidth to do, and is like that. This is what she's doing now. She wants to make sure others know all the things. Anyway, Maureen, thank you for being on the show.
Joining us.
Yeah. Thank you. I'll use you said it was a good line. So yes, I love research. I went from moon dust to human health, autoimmune disease, to legal contracts. So you don't have to deal with any of that crap.
please put that on a t-shirt. I would buy it, Maureen, or a sticker, like just something.
Universal privacy policies. Here we go.
Yeah.
I got
Gosh,
you.
right.
I love
NASA
it.
guys are like, what? What's happening?
I get it. Help me. Got it.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you
All right.
for having me.
Yeah.
I loved being able to get to know you guys and happy to help. So
Yay. I know. What a way to like start off the season, right?
Absolutely. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. Maureen, thank you again. And we will see you all next week with Annette.
Bye.
Bye.